Flosstube Craft Tube. My name is Tia and this is my channel here at Calm Creations on YouTube, and this is where I share all my crafty bits and pieces that I've been up to. And today is Friday the 15th of January 2021 and it is 10 past 12 and it is a stinking hot day, and as you can see I'm in a different location because it's just too hot out in the garage where I normally film, so I thought I'd bring it all inside and do it in here. So this is Flosstube number 34. So if you are new here, welcome. I've had a few subscribers over the last couple of weeks, so thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy what you see. And yeah, so I've got a few different things now. I'm going to try and take it slow because I feel like I just rush everything and fly through it and then I miss half the information. So I've got a little bit to go through today. I'll be sharing what I've worked on in the last week. I think the last update was on the 7th, so I've got a bit to go through and share with you. So we'll get into it. The first thing is my new start that I started with Nicole from Darvanalee Design Studios and Gail from Gail Phillips, both on YouTube, and we all started on the 31st of December, a new piece, so it's a stitch along, and it is Christmas 2 by Chiro Marchetti, and we've got a hashtag on Instagram, and it is Xmas 2 Sal, no, Rebel, anyway, I didn't write that down, I'll put it down below. So this is the piece that we're all stitching. So this is my progress so far. Excuse all of the park threads. So this is on 18 count easy guide. So since my last update when I shared it with you, I've only put in 176 stitches. So but it's coming along nicely. I'm really happy with it. So that is Christmas 2. Now that I've got personal goals for that one. I'm not using that piece for any challenges, and I haven't been sticking to my goal. I've been focusing on other ones which I will share with you. So the next piece is Mini Night Cafe, and that's by Leonard Afrimoff, and this one I'm using for the 21 and 21 on Full Coverage Fanatics. So it's 21,000 stitches in 2021, and so this is a year-long challenge, and I have put in, since you last saw it, 218 stitches. And I got a bit bored with the black, so I've added in some colours because it's a really bright, colourful piece that's based on his artwork. So you can see up in the corner I've put in some red and come down the side, and there's purple in there. And that is on 25 count easy grid 1/1. On the other one, Christmas 2, is 18 count 2/1. 2/1? 2/, no, I don't know. 2/1. That one's Ada, and this one's even weave. So, and that one I've put in Mini Night Cafe, 218 stitches. So, yeah, that one's coming along slowly. So I do like that one. Now the next piece I'm working on, so these, this one is for the Letters of the Month sale. It's a challenge group on Facebook, and you go through each month is 2 letters of the alphabet, and you stitch on pieces that start with each letter. So the first, obviously January, is A and B, and so I worked on Abbey Road, and I put in Abbey Road 304 stitches. So this piece is I've completed that challenge for January. So my goal was to put in 500 stitches on each piece, and I've finished, I think that's John Lennon, and I've stitched half of Ringo. So that's on, I think it's 14 count Ada. So that one's finished, so that was A. And then for B, which I've finished as well, B was Beach Cottage by Country Cottage Needleworks. Now I'll put all the finished pictures in as well. So Beach Cottage was, I had to put in 419 stitches. That was since the last time you saw it, so that's coming along nicely. I changed the colour of the house, so I'm loving that one. It's looking really good. So, and I worked on that. That was just one day. So that's that one. So those 2 for January are done now, and I've completed all my WIP goes for January as well. So what have we got next? So next is the January bookshelf challenge for full coverage fanatics, and I'm doing, I think it was Pride and Prejudice, and for the month of January I have to stitch the pages multiplied by, I don't know how many, but I have to put in 1,880 stitches, and I've still got to put in, where are we, 662. I've already put in 1,006 in this piece, so here's how that's looking. So this is Jamie, Claire and Frank. It's a Heaven and Earth Designs, and it's now retired. You can't get it anymore, and it's a big circle piece. And so Jamie, it's all black and white, and Claire in the middle of the circle, she's in colour. So now you can see that I've jumped all the way down here. So why I did that was because at night time stitching those light colours was just impossible. So I needed to get down to some darker colours so that I could see what I was doing. And it just happens to be Jamie's eyes. So I could even just call that good. I'd be happy with that. So that is Jamie, Claire and Frank. So this is going to be a big piece, and this I'll try and use for as many of the bookshelf challenges and full coverage fanatics as I can. So look at those eyes. Oh. And then you can see his hair coming around the outside, and then I've put his, I think that'll be where his nose and his mouth are. So that is that one, and that is on 25 count easy grid 1/1. So that is that one. Now next, what else? So that's that one, like the WIP go. So the first for the month of January, Jessie called the numbers and spun up 13, which on your WIP Go board is generally a free space, but I put a project in mine. And the first one I finished, which I showed you last week, and that was Mini Nap Time by Randall Spangler. But I've since finished the next two WIP Go pieces. So I've done Spring, this is S, Spring by the Crochet collection, and I put into this 506 stitches. So how cute is it? Look at the little snail. Isn't he cute? So that's finished for January. So that is on a piece of 18 count Ada that I hand dyed. So that is that one. I'm very happy with how that's coming along. I need to get cracking on those because I've only done winter and autumn. Autumn's still up on the wall, it's over there. So at the moment it's autumn all year round. The second one, the third one for WIP Go, which was my number 13, it was A New Start, and it is Wouldn't Life Be Great by Lizzie Kate, and it says, wouldn't life be great if sweatpants were sexy, Mondays were fun, junk food was good for you, girls didn't cause so much drama, guys weren't so confusing, and saying goodbye only meant until tomorrow. So I thought that was really, really sweet. So, and for that one, I had to put in, so all my WIP Go pieces are 500 stitches, and this was A New Start, and this is where I'm up to. I've put in 501 stitches. So, and I miscalculated when I started, and as you can see I'm very, very close to the top, but I'll be able to fix that when I go to finish it, so I'm not too worried about that. But I had to put the G in to make sure I was going to have enough room, and I didn't want to have to frog it all and move it all down. And, but anyway, that's that one. So that is on a piece of 32 count even weave, and it is, I can't remember the colour, I think it was just cream. This is the same, a offcut from Strawberry Fields that I'm doing. So that's that one. So that's all my WIP Go for January is done. I'll take that out because I'll show you that. Right, so that's WIP Go. Yeah, yes. This one was A New Start. I'd started it on our, no, it wasn't a new start, it was a restart. I started it for our Rebel Stitches Friday New Start, but I made a mistake and I wasn't using gridded fabric and just thought I could do it. But anyway, I made a mistake, so I have restarted it, but I've only put in 37 stitches in this, so you can see some tiny weeny stitches up there in the corner. And this is going to be the Cornfield by John Constable. So this was the little boy drinking out of the river on his way moving sheep. He's got a sheepdog. It's an English setting, and we had this as a big painting. My dad had it on the wall when I was growing up. I don't know what happened to it actually, I must ask him. And so it reminds me of my dad and his life as a child growing up in England. So this will be finished one day. It's a big piece. I charted it myself. So yeah, I'm looking forward to some more progress on that. Now, the other one I've worked on since the 7th is, I did it for a Stitch With Me for our Down the Rabbit Hole Cross Stitch and Needlework magazine, and it's called Aussie Christmas, and it's designed by Frog Cottage Designs, and this is what I've done so far. So it says Merry Christmas, and I'll put a picture in, of course. But I did this every day for the 12 days of Christmas on our YouTube channel, Down the Rabbit Hole YouTube. So I haven't got any stitch counts for this one. I didn't track any of that. So, but it's coming along nicely. So there's a little platypus over here, and lots of other little Aussie animals. So I'm really loving that. Now that fabric there is a piece I bought from the cheap shop. They have all sorts of different fabrics in there, and it's only like $2.50 a packet. They're not huge pieces, but they're pretty big, so I thought I'd use that. So that is that one. So my stats for nerds is I have stitched in the since the 1st of January 5,342 stitches, which is pretty good, I think. So yeah, I'm happy with that. So that's all my stitching that I've been doing over the past 15 days. That's the 15th today. Well, the last week, 7 days, 8 days. But that number was for the 15 days. I haven't stitched yet today. I've changed my rotation for my full coverage pieces, so I'm now doing full coverage Fridays. I can probably get more stitches in on a Friday. I was doing it on a Sunday, but normally Spencer's here and going home, and so I figured that I could probably get a few more in on a Friday than I can on a Sunday. So I've changed it to full coverage Friday, and tonight I will be working on, today and tonight will be Mini Sun and Stars, which is Khal Drogo from Game of Thrones. It's a full coverage piece, and I'll be putting some stitches into that. I still need to put 662 stitches into Jamie, Claire and Frank, so that I can finish the bookshelf challenge for January, and then that's all my monthly challenges finished. So that's good. Now the next thing was the Rebel stitches on a Friday night. We were talking last week, and I've decided that I'm going to change from bobbins to floss drops. So as I come to new colours, I have been putting them onto floss drops. Now Gail from Gail Phillips came up with the genius idea to use playing cards. So I've been using, I found a deck in the drawer, so hopefully nobody wants to play cards. And I've punched out a shape, yep, and then punched the hole in the top, and then cut my my threads to put on there, and they're just on a ring. So I'm really enjoying it. It's so easy. I don't have to worry about which bobbin I pull the colour off, if it's the same colour, and then winding them all back on. You just pull off what you need and you use it, and it's done. So it's such a time saver. So thank you, Gail, and for that brilliant idea. And I've punched out the little heart stickers, and I've just written the numbers on there. So that is that. I'm now converted to floss strips, I think. So I'll slowly go through as I use colours and put them on playing cards. I need to go and get some more because obviously there's only 52 cards in a pack. So what else have I been doing? So I have been, one of our Friday new starts, I decided I was going to crochet a jellyfish. Now I thought it was an octopus, but it's not, it's a jellyfish. So this is the picture. So isn't that just so cute on the glare? So that is what he's going to look like. I haven't done very much. So I've done the top half of him, so his main body. Yep. And then I've just got to stuff him and do his tentacles. So that won't take very long. And then that'll be for Spencer. Something a little bit different. So that's my little jellyfish. And the other thing I made, so this is my first finish for 2021. In our ornament swap, Christmas gift swap at the end of last year, I got in one of my parcels a beautiful piece of hand-dyed fabric from Shell, who is Shell_Trails on Instagram. And so I made it into a notions bag because my little wee one just wasn't cutting it anymore. And so inside I've got pens and measuring tapes and styluses and my Apple Pencil and all my other bits because my other one was just too little. So I wanted to make something special that I could see and use every day. That Michelle, using the fabric that Michelle had given me. So Michelle for Flosstube. We're trying to get Michelle to do a Flosstube because she would just be hysterical, but she won't have a bar of it. But anyway, so that's my first finish for 2021. And yeah, I think that's all of my stitching and other crafts that I've been doing. So yeah, I've got a few shout outs this week. I've found a few new floss tubers that I've been watching, and I don't remember if I mentioned this one. I may have mentioned him in my last one. So his name is Darcy, and he's Darcy Cameron on YouTube, and he is just hysterical. He's only done like 4 or 5 floss tubes so far, but he's very, very funny. He does lots of big pieces. He was a monogamous stitcher and only did one at a time, but recently he's had a few new starts. So he's starting all the things. So yeah, if you want a bit of humour in your floss tube, he's a good laugh. So it's Darcy. And the next one is Lauren. So Darcy's from Canada. Lauren is in the UK, and her floss tube is Flossabilities. She has only done a few floss tubes too, but she's a delight to watch. She's really, really lovely to watch, and she does a lot of pieces by Pain-Free Crafts. They're all big pieces as well. So she's really, really good. And the other new one I've found is bar_stitches, and her name's Briony, and I think she's in the UK too. I'm pretty sure she is. She's only done a few videos as well, and she does all sorts of bigs and smalls and all sorts of things. So I'll link all of them below so that you can go and check them out, and if you're looking for somebody new to watch. So I think that's about it from me. What else have I been doing? I've designed a piece for the next issue of our quarterly magazine. So I've already designed it. I haven't stitched it yet. So I will get on to that, and then I've got to finish it. So that will be coming up soon. The release date for that is the 15th of February. So if you're a designer and you're in Australia or New Zealand and you'd like to submit something, you can send us an email. All those details are below, and we can have a look. And yeah, what else? I think that's about it from me. I don't have any haul. So I think that's about it. But anyway, I hope you have a great weekend and stay safe. Happy stitching, and we will see you all again soon. Thanks. Bye.